welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, hello, my name is Palmyra, and I love chatting about skincare, makeup, and all things beauty. So welcome to day 6 of my 7-day Days of Sunscreen series. This has been a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed just doing in-depth but shorter reviews. So here we are with the Ren Cleanscreen Mineral Sunscreen SPF 30. Ren kindly sent this to me, and I'm really excited. I have been intrigued by this one, but I also know that it's very mattifying, and I know that I have dry skin. That being said, today it is so incredibly hot in Southern California. It is the perfect day to try out a sunscreen of this kind because I'm going to be sweating, I'm going to be out running errands, and the AC's on blast, and I am dying here. So perfect time to test this guy out. So a little bit about this sunscreen. What intrigued me about it is a 22% zinc oxide mineral-based sunscreen. It is silicone-free and alcohol-free, which is great, especially if you're very sensitive. So if you're interested in something that is a little bit cleaner, then this really, it's everything. It's cruelty-free, it's vegan, it's dermatologist tested and approved, and it doesn't contain any mineral oil, fragrance, petrolatum, synthetic fragrance, synthetic colors, etc., etc. The tube is made from 50% recycled plastic, and the cap is made from 100% recycled plastic. Now, I actually personally don't mind having petrolatum as well as parabens in my products. I have read a lot of articles written by cosmetic chemists. I'm really starting to learn that it's not the ingredient, but rather the dose that makes the poison. I don't know if you've ever heard that term, but it's the dose that makes the poison. So something in a really small dose that is in a product to help stabilize the formula and make those ingredients more bioavailable to the skin is fine if it's used in a low concentration. That's where I'm at with my philosophy. You guys, of course, do what is best for you, as always. So let's get into this sunscreen demo. I'm gonna zoom you in and apply this guy onto the face. All right, so here she is. This is the sunscreen, and this is my pasty face. I'm gonna go ahead and do my 3-finger or 4-finger test. For this guy, because it's mineral, I'm gonna just go in with 3 fingers. I do not want to over apply this one, and we're going to start working it into the skin. It does contain antioxidants that include sea buckthorn berries, vitamin E, rosemary, passion fruit, and cranberry. And these are what Ren describes as anti-blue light pollution protection. Really anything that's an antioxidant, so including a vitamin C or a vitamin A, is going to help protect your skin against blue light or any kind of free radicals. But I like that they included that in the formula. It contains glycerin and mattifying rice starch and aloe vera. That's gonna be really moisturizing. But I do want to point out that even though this is artificial fragrance free, it does contain some essential oils. Some orange peel oil and a flower oil are almost towards the end of the list. I don't get why companies do that. It's kind of like silly to me. I know they want to add a little bit of a sensorial experience, but especially with citric oils, those actually increase the skin's photosensitivity. So I just don't understand why companies do all that work and then add them in there. It's hard to know though how many. Oh my God. Okay. It's hard to know how many, what the percentage is. I can't. It's stuck, you guys. I can't blend it out. What is happening? Okay, so we're having some problems because the white cast is apparent and I'm not able, it's sticking. I can't blend it out further, but it's not blended at all. It's like, I don't want to pull at my skin here. And I feel like I need to do that. Oh my God, how am I gonna blend this guy out? Oh God. Okay, I'm just gonna try to like warm up my hands and really just press because I'm panicking. I don't like how mattifying and sticky this is because I want to be able to blend without tugging, especially around the delicate eye area. That doesn't make me too happy. I don't even remember what I was saying. I'm trying so hard to blend this guy out. Okay, right off the bat, I do want to take this off, but I'm committed. You guys asked for a review on this. I'm gonna do it. I don't want it on my face though. I'm gonna do a zoom in and I'll show you where I'm at. I've been trying to blend it in for the last 7-8 minutes. I've kind of given up, but let me zoom you in right now. A fallen brave soldier, an eyelash, has been lost in the process, you guys. Unfortunately, I'm just having the hardest time blending it out. Do you see that under the eyes? It's just around the eyebrow, the temple, and I've tried and it's just kind of stuck. So it's really hard for me to blend out all those areas that are still just right there with their pastiness, especially right there. Yeah, right there. So this is where we're at. We're gonna see what we can do. All right, so in my heart of hearts, I do want to add like a drop of oil to help this move along. But because I'm a woman of science, I just can't, because then I won't be able to give you an accurate description of how this sunscreen wore on its own. So begrudgingly, I'm going to go and finish the rest of my makeup and then come back and check in with you. Hello, and happy Halloween. I really went for it with my makeup look today, and I did encounter some differences, so we're going to talk about them right now. So the first thing that happened to me was, actually, the makeup did go on smooth. I was worried that it would be very difficult to blend out or pill. Nothing like that happened. In fact, I can see why someone with oily skin, this is a perfect mattifying primer. I feel like I look pretty matte, and I was using all glowy products and I did not powder. So that is something to note. Something strange that happened was my concealer oxidized by like a couple shades, and that doesn't usually happen to me. In fact, I've used the concealer before and it's not typically what color it turns out to be. So I actually had to go over it with another concealer. I'm also noticing some creasing under the eyes that doesn't typically happen with my e.l.f. concealer. So that's another thing to note. I think it just has to do with the texture of this guy. So yeah, that's what happened with my makeup. Definitely better than I anticipated, but it was a little bit different. You know, I had to work a little bit more with the concealer, and yeah, but let me just zoom you in so that you can see for yourself. Overall, I will have to say that my makeup does not look dry or anything like that, so that is really nice. I was worried that it would start to kind of dry on me, and it didn't do that, although I do worry that in the winter when my skin is really parched, it probably would have. So let me go run some errands, I'll come back and we'll do a little check-in and see how everything is wearing. Hello, it has been approximately 3 hours. I have not run some errands because I got distracted doing some work at home. So I have been at home and I reapplied my lip gloss because then I thought I was gonna go. Anyway, I didn't do anything. But I was here at home and it's still really, really hot here. And I can't stop looking at my under eyes. I just feel like they look really yellow. That's really unfortunate that the concealer oxidized on me. But I'm gonna move past that and we're gonna talk about the sunscreen, and I'm going to zoom you in again and then do a little roundup of all my thoughts. All right, so let me give you some thoughts on this. Let's go through the list that I always go through and give it a rating. So for ease of application, this is gonna get a 4 out of 10. I'm so sorry, but I found it really difficult to apply. It got too sticky too quickly. I like to apply my sunscreen, and mineral sunscreen does need time to blend in. I don't want to be pulling at my face. That being said, if you're somebody who wakes up with some oil already on your skin, you're probably gonna love this because it's gonna soak all that excess oil up and you'll be able to blend it, and it won't probably do what happened on my skin. I just don't have a lot of natural oils that sit on top of my skin. So I just found that it got sticky too quickly, and then I was left with this whiteness that I just really had time blending out. That being said, I want to talk about wear under makeup. So wear under makeup, it's going to get a 6 out of 10 for me because it did mess with my concealer that I always use, and that was weird. It never oxidizes, so don't know what happened there. I also found that, I mean, 6 out of 10 for me. Let me just put that way so that it makes sense. So I feel like, again, if you had oily skin and you're looking for a primer and sunscreen all in one, you would probably rate this a 10. For me and my skin, I'm normal to dry. This is gonna be a 6 because I don't want a mattified look usually, and even in the summer when it is mattified, I don't want it messing with my products. I don't want oxidization. I don't want my products to oxidize. But let's talk about sophistication of formula. So sophistication of formula, it gets an 8 out of 10 for me. I love that it is a clean kind of formula without chemical filters and silicone and alcohol. So if you're super sensitive, this would probably work for you. That being said, I don't love that there are essential oils in here. I hate essential oils. I try really hard not to get my personal bias of how I feel like they've been really detrimental to my skin affect my opinion. But the truth is, if you read studies on essential oils, they don't offer benefits to the skin without cons due to the fragrant components that they have. So while some may be antibacterial or anti-inflammatory, they are then inflammatory due to the fragrant components in them and due to the fact that they can cause dermatitis and photosensitivity. So there are trade-offs here that I'm not willing to take on. I'd rather just have benefits and no side effects. Do you know what I mean? So I wish it didn't have essential oils. I think that'd make it even better. That being said, I still do pick up products with essential oils in them if they're in a really low concentration and I don't notice any irritation. I don't want anything that's essential oil based though. You know, if it's like a lavender toner, then I'm gonna pass. But I will say, because it's in a formula that contains a ton of other antioxidants like sea buckthorn oil, aloe vera, and some glycerin and some nice little emollients, then I will allow it. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But anyway, formula gets an 8 out of 10 just because, again, I think it could be probably more spreadable, and if it didn't contain essential oils, we would just be very, very happy. Okay, white cast, it gets like a 2. I'm sorry. I do think that this has a really bad white cast. It didn't show up through my makeup, but honestly, I'm fair, so I don't know if it ever would do that to me. That being said, if you're light to fair and you have oily skin, this is the sunscreen for you. I'm telling you, if you're oily, acne prone, sensitive, and fair to light skin tone, you will love this. And so I definitely think that you should pick this up. If you are a medium to deep skin tone, I would just pass. I would skip it, because honestly, I can't see it working for you because it was very difficult for me to blend out the white cast. Now for price point, this is pricier than other sunscreens that I've reviewed here at $38. But if you're comparing it with other sunscreens sold at Sephora, it's still in that medium range. Also, Ren products in general are priced higher, but I think they really take their time to develop really good formulas, so I can understand why it's priced that way. That being said, if you're looking for an affordable sunscreen, this might be out of your budget, so I would rate it like a 6 out of 10, because I do think that you can go the K-beauty route and you can go the drugstore route, and you'll probably find something more affordable. That being said, let's remember that I really like La Roche-Posay sunscreens, although I have not reviewed them here because I don't have them in my collection and I just wanted to pick up different ones. But La Roche-Posay I really like, and they're always around $38 and they're at the drugstore. So this kind of falls into high-end drugstore / medium priced high-end skincare. All right, thanks so much for tuning into this one. I hope that you enjoyed my review, and please consider subscribing to my channel. I would love it if you came and stayed. And let me know what kind of videos you want to see coming up next. I am moving. I don't know if I told you this. I don't think I've told you this. I'm moving. Let's all take a moment for the blue wall. That will be in a few videos, but I'll find a different background. And so I'm gonna need your patience as I do that transition. I did intend to pre-film a bunch of videos, but I have had some technical difficulties, including my phone is dying and it's very expensive to replace it. So just have some things going on. Point is, don't know how many more videos you'll see in the next week or so, but then you'll see a bunch. So stay with me. If you want me to do an apartment tour, and I'm definitely going to be looking for budget items, let me know. I would be open to it. And until then, I will see you for our last day of sunscreen, and stay tuned for lots more videos. Love you guys, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye!